Book 6, Book of Morals and Precepts, Chapter 4, Life. I found this chapter very instructive. MPR 414. Riches cannot buy life, nor can gold purchase back wasted hours. Therefore, employ the future that you have left to your greatest benefit. Lament not that you were born, or desire that life should depart. Life has a purpose and meaning, even for one as miserable as you, and the law may not be set aside. MPR 415. Whatever your estate, and however lowly the circumstances to which you have fallen, you still have the power for good in your right hand, and the power for evil in your left hand. MPR 442. Fools fear as men and hope as gods. Bounded by mortal restrictions, they desire the achievements of immortality. But everlasting life is the reward of those who live good earthly lives without the inducement of immortality. Therefore, the prize is never revealed, and life maintains man in a state of doubt and perplexity. Hope he may have, but never assurance. When bad times happen, even if it seems to never end, we should strive to remember the past can teach, but it should not be lived in. You can't change the past. It is a waste of time to focus on it. You can't change others. You can only change yourself. So the lessons the past can teach has to be focused on what you can do to avoid finding yourself in the same position again. Human behavior is what the past can teach. When you hear history repeats, it is not referring to the past, but that human behavior repeats. Humility is a limited resource. It is nurtured with learning from the past mistakes, and wisdom is like a bloom on a flower that gives the sweetest of smells. It is human nature to want for our child all the best, to protect them from pain of their mistakes. Each generation, humility bloom becomes less robust. Eventually, a correction is needed, and massive pain and suffering is visited on all to create a generation that will overflow with humility. Yet, even as that generation has humility, they are the first generation that sows the seeds that will sprout arrogance, because, as always, having suffered so much, we wish our children to avoid making mistakes. Ever hear the story of Pandora's box? The last evil that mankind has left, hope? Because it does not have to be evil. It is how we use hope, what we learn from the future that avoids free will from turning to arrogance.